Going on, guys? It's Christian Rizzo here to elaborate on my early defense and special teams pickups this week using stats from Yahoo Fantasy Football, which are pretty similar to ESPN leagues. So people in those leagues, don't worry, you'll definitely benefit from this too. I'm going to start off with my main pick, which was the Bengals at home against the Jaguars. The Jaguars are arguably one of the worst teams in the league this year. They're giving up the most fantasy points to defenses this season so far, averaging 13.29, and they're also averaging a little more than 1.5 interceptions per game. And when we go look at the Bengals stats, they had 2 interceptions this past Sunday against Joe Flacco, so I'd say I'd be pretty confident in Cincinnati's D to show up, especially at home. Along with the factor that this is the second week that A.J. Green is back, so the offense will definitely be on the field more. So the defense will have rest, and you won't be risking losing many points. Also, with the interceptions, Blake Bortles has thrown an interception in every career start he's had so far with the Jaguars. So, again, with the interceptions, very, very likely. They're also only owned in 67% of the league, and I really think they should be owned in every single league because the Jaguars are an awful team, and they really utilize on the pass, and because Cincinnati's pretty good at defending it, I can pretty much say that Cincinnati will be doing better than most teams against Jacksonville. Their defense, at least. My next pick was the Browns at home against the Bucks, and the Bucks are averaging 10.5 points a game to opposing defenses, fantasy points that is, along with an interception too. And the Browns have been looking pretty consistent lately. For defenses, being pretty consistent is definitely a good thing. Any player being consistent is a good thing. But Cleveland has had 5 picks in the past 3 games, and the Bucks, like I said, average at least 1. So Cleveland's looking pretty good in that aspect. Again, home field advantage. And they're owned by a little less than half of Yahoo Fantasy League. So if you're in need, I would definitely pick them up too. The next matchup I talked about was the Chiefs against the Jets. And the Chiefs are at home. The Jets are averaging about 10 points to opposing fantasy defenses, which is the 6th most. The Chiefs also scored 19 points last week, along with 7 sacks. And they're also averaging a pick in the past 2 games. So the way the Chiefs are playing right now, they're pretty hot, and the Jets are not hot at all. So I'd definitely pick up the Chiefs D, again, if need be. And then going on to my final pick, probably my most risky pick, only owned in 18% of leagues in Yahoo Fantasy, the Vikings. I mean, they put up pretty big numbers the past 2 weeks, and they're averaging about 5 sacks in the past 3 games, which is pretty good. The Vikings aren't that great, but if their defense is producing, why not? And the matchup against Washington is pretty good. They're also averaging a little more than an interception a game, and they also give up the 5th most fantasy points to opposing defenses this year at 10.29. So if truly desperate, I would reach out for the Vikings. But like I said, if you really need one, and if you really need a defense and the Bengals are available, that's my number 1 pick. Good luck to everyone. Hope this advice helps. If it doesn't, apologize. Good luck.